What's up? This is your host Non-Fungible TC, Non-Fungible Today and Non-Fungible Tomorrow. And today will be a quick and short video where I provide you the latest market updates and also talk about something that is quite hard and difficult in this market. And that is the market itself is actually quite hard to decipher. For those of you who do not know, if you look at Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin, we are now back at 20,382. Ethereum, we are back at 1,583. Yesterday it was at 1,000 at the lowest low point. It was at 1,422, and then just within a day it basically tries to rally go back up, right? And guys, this is just so difficult and so hard to predict the market. I said a lot of people were predicting that there will be another huge drop back at the previous support. It seems like that didn't happen. And I want to, share with you the reason why the market basically just rallied up yesterday when the US opened, right? And this is the thing that is very hard. And I do know that some of you naughty people sharing a lot of photos today on crypto Twitter. But that is not the hard thing that I want to talk about, and I don't think you should talk about that anyways. Yeah, I just want to share this with you. And the reason why Ethereum was rallying up is that if you look at the Dixie, right? Dixie kind of on the upward trend, but went down a bit. Okay, so this downward movement basically caused the Nasdaq to pump up a bit, right? And also the S&P 500 to pump up a bit. And as we all know, Bitcoin is trading according to the Nasdaq, and this minor pump itself was able. So I'll use Ethereum, right? Because Ethereum is more elaborate to pump the market up, right? The minor movement of the Nasdaq was able to pump the Ethereum back up all the way back to 1,000, almost touching 1,600. But now we're hovering sideways because the market is yet going to open right now. But it really shows you, look at this, the Nasdaq closed by falling, right? But at the same time, Ethereum pumped up, Nasdaq closed by falling somewhere here. But because the other overseas market was going upwards, right? So it didn't cause Ethereum to dump all the way down and losing all of its gain yesterday when the market opens in the US. Because if you look at the traditional market, you look at Asian market, it was kind of a mixed market. But Europe market in general is green. US future pre-market is also green as well. And that is why we do see that the traditional market is so important in affecting, the crypto prices, right? So, regardless of the merge or whatever, any bullish factor, the crypto is always, as of this moment, is, having a trading correlation with the traditional market. Anyways, guys, I shared with you yesterday, I'm actually going to be moderating a fireside chat with Jesse Johnson, the co-founder and COO of DigiDaigaku tomorrow. Super excited. Hi, Crypto Bluto, long time no see. Hello. So yeah, guys, today I joined this section, and it's really interesting. Different people sharing the insights about how they were able to build something within the space, and also some insight about how do you build in a bear market, right? Especially I was listening to Thomas talk about how building a community was able to, and also partnering with the right partners like Binance, and also partnering with crypto.com was able to help them sell out the collection in just milliseconds, right? And also how you use growth hacking, where you have a Robinhood way of making everyone win, right? So a person refers another person, they get rewarded in crypto, and it was able to amplify the marketing effect, and therefore you don't have to spend a lot of marketing budget, but you can still get the result you want. So guys, traditional market, all I can say is that the traditional market is definitely affecting the crypto prices. So I would track the Nasdaq and also the Dixie and see how it begins, right? If the Nasdaq decides to open and goes up, and then we can expect Ethereum to push further up in all these previous resistance, right? Look at this huge dump. So this was, remember the Jackson Hole event, right? Jackson Hole pumped and all the huge dumps. So I would say this area is kind of like another resistance, right? It's at the 1,600-ish mark. So crypto market, guys, we do see some green, but we are not out of the woods yet, because the crypto global market cap is at 993 billion. So we are still not at 1 trillion. So we haven't broken through that yet. Crypto market cap in terms of stablecoin went up. So I think money is coming in, but at the same time, some people are actually taking profits and moving to the stablecoin. So beware of that. Crypto bubbles, green market, some has double-digit gains, but absolutely, guys, in this market, be careful. The macros hasn't changed. things are still pessimistic in general, right? So a lot of people are saying that, hey, there's gonna be a food crisis, right? There's gonna be a recession, and a lot of things that is happening, and also the Fed's rate hike is likely to be high in September. So we are not out of the woods yet. This could be a short-term bounce because technically we have such a huge dump, right? Because there was an overreaction to the Jackson Hole incident, right? So let us go to the on-chain data. Like, to be honest, recently not a lot of on-chain activity, to be honest. Nothing really much to share. Crypto market cap pumping up a little bit. Bitcoin dominance, Ethereum going down as always, right? Ethereum pumping up, right? So I think everyone is excited for the merge. Someone said we might even get an earlier merge. So that's it for the merge. And let us go to the crypto news. Crypto news, our first news is the founder of Turkish crypto exchange, Thordax, arrest in Albania. So basically it is an exchange that suddenly one day stopped its users from withdrawing funds. And the founder just disappeared, and today he was arrested in Albania, right? Crypto lender Hodlnaut granted jurisdiction management to organize restructure. So Hodlnaut is a Singapore crypto lender, and then it was having some financial difficulties, and now it seems like they are being granted a judicial management by the Singapore High Court, so they are able to restructure and see if they could get out of this potential chance of liquidation or bankruptcy. Next one, Lido Finance lead DeFi rally. So Lido token doing quite well because of the Ethereum merge. So guys, Ethereum merge is a strong narrative, but as I said, this is so hard to predict. The market is very hard to predict. Even though we have the 2.0 coming up, there could be technical issues, right? There could be a lot of different type of things that could crash the market. So I would, dollar cost average in, dollar cost average out if a short-term trade is what you're looking for. But if you are at a long term, then the price action shouldn't mean too much to you, right? FBI issue warnings over vulnerable DeFi platforms. So the FBI is saying that DeFi platforms could be hacked and stuff like that. And if you think you fell victim to one of these flash loans attack or DeFi stuff like that, you should contact them, okay? Next one, bullish news, which is Argentine province allow millions to pay taxes using stablecoin, right? So now you can use stablecoin to pay taxes in a province in Argentina, right? So yesterday I talked about Eminem's Snoop Dogg's performance at VMA. I said the graphics, it was pretty mixed, people's comments. There is an article about, people saying that the graphics are bad, okay? But I think we always have to start somewhere, and it's not easy to have a live performance and using 3D graphics at the same time. But yeah, people are entitled to their own opinion, right? So next news, pretty much talk about the Indonesian e-commerce. This is another news. Indonesian e-commerce giant buys local crypto exchange for 8 million, right? So basically, big money is there. Big money sees that, crypto is definitely here to stay, and therefore they are making these acquisitions, right? I talked about the wanted Turkish exchange founder detained in Albania. Fireblock launched Web3 engine support on Solana. Okay, Aave community proposed to temporarily suspend ETH lending before the merge, because a lot of things could go on during the merge, right? So you have exchanges stopping people from withdrawing the crypto, and also now you have the community trying to ask Aave, which is a DeFi lending protocol, to stop, suspend ETH lending before the merge, so that it will not cause a huge mess after the merge. Because you might have another thing that is hard, which is the hard fork, and then you have the proof of stake chain. So many things could go wrong, but many things could also be very bullish for the price action of Ethereum, especially when it becomes more deflationary. And also there's this whole environmental narrative to it, where it reduces energy consumption by 99% where hopefully more brands will associate with the ETH chain. Binance Pay partnership allows UAE entrepreneurs to repay loans using crypto, right? So this is really cool. I'm not sure if you know Binance, if you use the Binance app, they have a pay function, and you can actually buy things with that, and now they're allowing people to repay loans. So that's great. Making it more easily to use the crypto without paying a lot of gas, because that crypto is actually being stored in the exchange, and therefore it's really exciting, right? Iranian businesses get the green light to use crypto for import. Okay, so on way to kind of maybe bypass some of these sanctions for the government, and now Iran. And also there was a while back a news about how the Iranian import was able to record like a huge crypto transaction payment, right? Which is also very bullish in terms of countries really using cryptocurrency. But the more sanctioned countries are using cryptocurrency, it's a two-sided thing, right? It's good for the people there. It also is good for adoption, But then would the US or would these countries, do some sort of sanction? So that's the thing that you have to be careful. Another news, Sam Bankman-Fried today say, nope, FTX is not a quiet hobby, which we talked about a while back. And also, AVAX yesterday, there was some thought about a lawyer being hired by the AVAX lab to sue other different type of crypto projects in order to get, different secret documents in the discovery level. So now he said that he lied, and then he was under the influence of alcohol, and the video is not real, right? So, but who knows, right? There's just so many things not verified. So moving on to NFT news, guys. NFT news, I think one of the interesting thing is Artifact announced Clone H Forging Season 1. So basically you can unlock digital and physical looks for your avatar based on DNA traits with physical clothing connected to the NFT. So which is actually pretty cool, where you have, physical item that is linked with your NFT. And you can now post digital collectibles on Facebook and Instagram. I haven't tried it. I couldn't post it. I don't think it's here locally. But if you are using Facebook and Instagram, comment below if you can post digital NFTs on that platform. Let me know. Compass improved the market's overview, massively bringing new blue chip index and insight about new and returning NFT buyers. So Compass is a analytics platform for NFTs. So it's great that they are doing something, for the UI and also user experience. Blackpink wins MTV's Metaverse Performance of the Year. Okay, that's great. And also Calvin Rose, is, hinting that there might be a ERC20 token, Proof Coin, for the Proof and Moonbird ecosystem, right? So that's the overall NFT news. And one NFT news that I really want to share today is this one. It's actually called DigiDaigaku Genesis. The floor price of this collection is now at 15.45 Ethereum, guys. And look at this, right? In August the 9th, which is 21 days ago, the floor price was at 0.08. And then within 21 days, the floor price basically moved all the way to, now 12.85. Okay? Within 21 days, this project's floor price went from 0.08 to this floor price 15.45. Okay? Within 21 days. Okay? And it just looks like another anime, really, like the art is nice, really nice anime project, but why does it warrant such a high floor price? Okay, and the reason for this is because this project was able to raise series funding from several big VCs. Okay, this project, look, only 9,362 followers, not like 10,000 followers, but it seems like what happened was that they were able to raise. So the studio behind this project, Limit Break, has raised $200 million from VCs. Okay, so they have raised it, the rounds from FTX, Coinbase, PSUMVC, Shervin, and Antos Capital. Okay, and that's the reason why this project basically pumped. Okay, so there is a new narrative here, right? There's a new narrative that people were discussing, and that is, should you buy NFT profile picture project that has a potential to be, funded or series raised by VCs, right? And in here, basically, it shows that if you got wind of this information early, right before this announcement, these VCs have to be big VCs, like FTX, Coinbase VCs, right? So if you're able to get in early to these projects, then you'll win, right? But to be honest, not everyone can win, because there's only 2,000 items here and only 734 owners for this collection. So to a certain extent, this floor price is actually quite easily maintained compared to a project that is more decentralized, where there's like 10,000 profile pictures and then one person owns one, and you have to manage with 10,000 people to kind of maintain the floor price, right? So the reason for this project's success, I would say, is, a lot of reasons, right? A lot of reasons why it was successful. Holder distributions, some of these are, huge holders, but most have one. But guys, what I wanted to share with you is that even in the bear market, if you do your research, or if you're just lucky, guys, if you bought this and you did not sell too early, there's a chance that you can make life-changing gains, right? So that is it, guys. Quick and short for today. This is your host, Non-Fungible TC, signing out.